Okay, so the Accumulator mod, in reference to the AW70 or AW71 automatic transmission found in a bunch of your red block Volvo cars. The Accumulator mod is basically just a quick shift kit that you can do for free at home, and basically all you need to do is replace the transmission gasket and you're going to get crisp shifts, and supposedly it makes the transmission last longer when you're running like a heavy power load. So anyways, these are the accumulators. Let me back up to where we're at here. This is obviously the transmission pan. Pan's off, it's on the ground. The valve body's unbolted and it's laying here. I was a little intimidated with this thing because I thought the valve body was going to come apart into two pieces, but it stays. I'm not going to lift it up, but it stays in one piece. It's bolted together. You just need to be real ginger with it when you remove it off the car, because you could still break the gasket, but more or less where it needs to be sealed up, it's bolted together. Don't take my word for the Bible there, but you know. So you get your valve body off, a couple other bits and pieces. There's a much more detailed video that this other guy posted that I used off of YouTube. If you just Google Volvo 240 accumulator mod, you're gonna get this other guy's video. It's like Kramer Classy Customs, and he does a pretty nice detailed video. But being that I'm in the middle of the plus T and all this other shit, I'm not gonna get into it a lot. But basically, you're gonna get into these accumulators here by removing that valve body, and there's 3 holes you blow air into with your air compressor 1, 2, and 3, and it's gonna blow those up out of there. You want to have a rag ready, and it's just going to shoot them out. There's 3 springs in there. Each one has a spring, and you want to cut yourself a bolt or a rod or something to stuff inside that spring, and you want it to be 1/8 of an inch shorter. Nice, drop it on the ground. I want it to be 1/8 of an inch shorter than the spring. So I actually went and used a micrometer and measured the spring, and then measured this bolt, and I got actually a little bit more than 1/8 inch shorter. In videos, like the other guy's video on YouTube, it looked like he cut the fucking thing 1/4 inch shorter, but every piece of information that I can find says that you need to cut it 1/8 inch shorter, approximately. So that's with a micrometer, 1/8 inch less, but right there, dude, looks like 1/4 on this video, but trust me, it's 1/8. So they go inside the spring, and your accumulators go back in. And basically the whole purpose is that it's not going to compress. Here, I'll stick this one back in. Now that it's all fucking dirty from me dropping it on the ground, I probably could wipe it. Wipe her down. Inspect her real quick. Doesn't look like any cinder blocks are stuck to it. Yeah, okay, so anyways, this is like, I don't know, first gear or something. Goes in. Yeah, goes in there. One more time, check it's clean. I think the spring needs to go in the accumulator, or piston, or whatever. Yeah. Set that in there. I filed this bolt down real nice so there's no like shards coming off of it. And boom, here. So that basically when you're done, it'll only compress that much. So whenever it goes, these things are like what cushions the shift of the car, so that whenever it goes to shift, instead of that cup compressing all the way down in there, it's just gonna go boom, and you're gonna get a gear like real quick. So fingers crossed I can still have a fucking transmission after this. I've never really done any tranny work like this before, but we'll see. From everything I've heard, it's pretty good.